Today's move helps you connect ideas together so that they sit side by side in the mind of your reader and you can establish a connection between them. Today's move is connecting semicolons. Let's take a look at a connecting semicolon in this sentence by Roger Sherman, writing about the perennial reality show The Bachelor for The Ringer. These artists are there to be promoted. The Bachelor is bigger than they are. So I know that this semicolon right in the middle jumps out at you instantly, but you might not know what semicolons do. They only do two things. They connect, which is what we're talking about today, and they also help list. So go look for the listing semicolons video on our site to learn more about that function of the semicolon. But once you master the semicolon, you're going to know more about punctuation and grammar than most adults. This is probably the most commonly misused punctuation mark of them all, and it's also the easiest one to master. So let's look at how some connections take place here. What is it connecting? Well, when you use a connecting semicolon, you are connecting two complete sentences. Two complete sentences. Artists are, and the Bachelor is, right? We have a subject and a verb, a subject and a verb, and each of these makes a complete thought. We could have a sentence that just says, these artists are there to be promoted. The Bachelor is bigger than they are. Those could be separate thoughts. But what's happening here is that Roger Sherman wants us to understand that these two ideas go together. He's making this loose connection for you by using the semicolon that makes you think of these at the exact same time. These artists are there to be promoted. The Bachelor is bigger than they are. And sometimes we could think of the semicolon as a substitute for the word because. These artists are there to be promoted because the Bachelor is bigger than they are. It's a really slick way of joining two thoughts together. It's a really slick way of manipulating the mind of your reader a little bit to make them hold two ideas in their head at the same time, which is hard to do. And it's also a really sophisticated way to substitute for the word because. It fixes run-on sentences. It shows that your ideas are connected to each other without any other words. Just simply putting a semicolon between two complete thoughts, and that's all it takes to make a connecting semicolon. Let's look at how some other writers use connecting semicolons. Writing. Is there a place where you want to show that two ideas kind of go together without a lot of words, without a lot of hubbub, but you just want to set them side by side in your reader's mind? Is there a place where maybe your writing is feeling kind of choppy and robotic and you could add some fluency by adding a connecting semicolon and connecting some ideas together? Do you have any run-on sentences in your writing that would benefit from being fixed by a connecting semicolon that shows that, in fact, while they are complete thoughts, they do go together and you want the reader to consider them at the same time? Thanks for watching. Please subscribe so you don't miss any mini moves for writers.